Hi guys, today I thought we might work with building. Actually, we're going to work a lot this whole week with building things and tearing things down. But today, to begin our building unit with, we are going to just find things in the kitchen that maybe you have in the house. If not, maybe when your parents need to go to the grocery store, they can just run down the aisle, the baking aisle, and pick up a few things. I found toothpicks. Now my toothpicks are colored toothpicks, but you sure don't need to have colored toothpicks. You can just use regular ones. And I have little mini marshmallows. Now if you have the larger marshmallows, you could use those. You could even use maybe some skewers. If you make things on the grill and you have the long skewers that we have used in class before, you could use those with the larger marshmallows. Would make larger items that we're going to build. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our toothpicks and our marshmallows and we are going to build shapes. Now, what I did, just kind of make it a little bit easier for you, I drew some shapes. And you might want to get your parents to draw some shapes. And what I did here was where the black dots were represented my marshmallows. And the lines that I drew in purple represented my toothpicks. And if you want, you can always lay this right down on the table. And you can start by, let's see if I can do this where you can see it. Like here I have my toothpick, and I need 2 marshmallows on either end. Now, here I have my 2 marshmallows and my toothpick, and you can see that it matches down here. Well, if you look at my picture, you can see I have another marshmallow up top, and then I have toothpicks that go into either side of this marshmallow. So that when you are building, here I have my 2 toothpicks and marshmallow there, and I have my 2 marshmallows and my toothpick there, and then when I stick them in and join them together, I will have made a triangle. Let me get this in here so I can show you. And there I have made a triangle. Now, I drew a picture of a rectangle, and you may want to count out how many marshmallows you need, and how many toothpicks you need. And when you put them together, you see you can build a rectangle. I did that with a square, and here's my square. And I made a hexagon. Do you know what a hexagon is? It's the shape that has 6 sides. So you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marshmallows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toothpicks, and there I have made a hexagon. Then, if you really, really, really wanted to get crazy and think about, well, how can I make this stand up? Well, you may want to, this is called a 2D shape where it just lays flat down on a surface. But you can build something called a 3D shape. And look what I made here. I made a pyramid. I took my square and I put 1 little marshmallow up, and I connected all of my marshmallows in the square up to the one up top, and it can stand. Let's see if I can do this where you can see it. There. See, there I have a pyramid. Now, look at this. I have a, it's coming down. It's a triangular prism. Like here you can see. So what you can do is you can experiment with the different shapes and maybe have a mom or a dad, and this might be fun for your brothers or sisters if they're older. You all can build together. Here I used long toothpicks, and I also used short little toothpicks that I cut, and I made kind of a 3D rectangle. Now, then, if you don't want to follow the shapes, you just want to do it all on your own and get really, really, really crazy. Let me pull this over here. I was working on it all morning. Whoa, because you know what? It gets to be really fun. I started with a square down here at the bottom, and I turned it into a rectangle and started connecting everything. And then I started building up top and just connecting my marshmallows. And you will discover on yourself how you can keep the marshmallows from falling over. My structure, as it got taller, I had to add more supports so that my whole building structure would not collapse. So what I want you to do is just experiment. You know what? If you don't have marshmallows, something you could use would be Play-Doh. The Play-Doh could be used as the connecting points. It might be a little heavier, but it would still allow you to build. And you just stick the toothpicks in where, I'm afraid to move it too much, where you think the structure needs support, or see how tall you can get your structure. But it's actually really, really fun, and it kind of starts to think, how can I make this? Okay, I want this to come up, so I'm going to have to build it out more at the bottom to connect it as it goes up top so that it doesn't fall over on the other side. So, you know what? What would be really cool, I just knocked it. I see one's coming out here, so I'm going to add one right there and here. Oh, look at there. It helped it stand up straight. So what I would love for you to do is to send me some pictures of some of the structures that you build or just the shapes that you build, and see what kind of creative buildings you can come up with. So enjoy. Remember, all you need, if you want your parents to maybe draw you some shapes, I just use 2 different color markers just so that you can see where the marshmallows are and where the toothpicks are. And I did that with my different ones. Or if you just want to build on your own, I'd love to see what you come up with. Okay? So have fun, enjoy, and we will see what we're going to do tomorrow. You know what? When I was putting everything back in my cabinet, I realized I had something really fun in my cabinet, and I thought you might enjoy watching this one. I found larger, these are the skewers that I was talking about. They are much bigger than the toothpicks that we had earlier. And to go with my much bigger skewers, bigger than my little marshmallow, because that would look kind of funny, but Mike could try it. Guess what I found? I found enormous marshmallows. And I went on ahead, let me pull this over here, and I made, woohoo, it looks like a picture frame. I made a large square, but I am going to turn my square really quickly and let you see how I do it into, let's see if I can get this set up. I'm not sure that I can get this where you can see it, but I am going to show you how I made the pyramid. All I did was I took my marshmallow and let's see if I can get this. I kind of put a skewer in coming out on a corner, and then I did it on the other corner. And then oh, you can't see it that way. Let me see. I took my marshmallows And did you see that? I put 2 in, but it won't stand up all the way because it wants to start to lean and fall. That is why you need other things to support your marshmallow. No, I'm just going to slide it in here. And these are at an angle. All right, these are at an angle right there. And you can't see the other side because I don't have enough camera. Let's see, there we go. And I am going to take my skewer there and push it in there. And then, do you see how easy that was? And see how fun that is? And then maybe you can take these, and if it's a nice night and you have a fire pit out there, you can use them and you can make enormous, I forgot the word for them, s'mores, or just plain old yummy toasted marshmallows. But, so here you see I made one with skewers and extra large marshmallows. And let's see if I can find, and look, my other one could even fit right there inside of it. So, all right, now we'll talk to you later and let me see any kind of pictures that you can come up with. I'd love to see them. Take care. I'll see you later.